here today, and I am the roaming therapist. That's why we are outside. Don't worry, I am doing my part. I am still physically distancing myself from others. As you can tell, there isn't really, well, let me show you, there isn't much people around. So I thought all of us being isolating and kind of stuck at home, it'll be nice to just see and get a fresh of like outside and sun, and it's spring, April with the cherry blossoms, finding that beauty. So today's session is about letting go of our fears. I know there's a lot of fear and uncertainty going around. So when you see those cherry blossom leaves falling, it's like letting go. And of course, looking at beautiful things can help reduce that stress we're feeling as well. So we'll be done in two parts. The first part is looking at the cherry blossoms, taking a walk. And the second part is a guided hypnosis and imagery on letting go of those fears. Are you ready? Come, let's take a walk. Come on. I'm just going to lead you while you walk, okay? Look at these guys, they're not full in bloom yet. Hello, lovely. Welcome back inside. Wasn't those sakura trees so beautiful? The cherry blossoms. So now that you're settled back inside, please go find a comfortable space, an area where you can be undisturbed and feel that support and comfort, whether it's a couch, chair, bed. And if you have a good set of headphones, please have it on. And in a moment, I'm going to guide you through a guided hypnosis and imagery to help you tap into those subconscious part of your mind and releasing and removing and moving fears far away. So when you're ready, please nod your head so that I know. And if your eyes are already closed, that's perfectly all right. And if not, I'm just going to count you down to help you close your eyes. Now choose to relax and move your head, to stretch it out a little bit. And then as you rest back, I want you to look at a spot where the ceiling and wall meets without moving your chin up. And I want you to focus on that spot as you're breathing. You might notice it becomes sharper in image, or it might start to become blurry without blinking your eyes. Focus your energy as you focus on that spot. 5, keep breathing. 4, focus all your energy there. Keep focusing. 3, 2, 1, release. You don't need to look at that spot. Close your eyes now. Very good. And as you continue to breathe, and as we go through our session together today, you may notice everyday noises around you. And just notice that all these noises are familiar to you and you can choose to focus on them. And at this moment, you can choose to focus on these sounds to remind you that you have the time and space here and now to be in so deep levels of comfort, and so that you do not need to react and respond. You do not need to react or respond to any of these sounds, and they will support you to go into a nice deep level of trance. And as you continue to breathe and connect with your breath, just take notice of how your body feels, the thoughts that are going through your mind. And when you're ready, please take a nice, good, long, deep breath and close your eyes. And I know your eyes are already closed, so continue to have them closed. Now, if you will, take a long, deep breath with your eyes still remaining closed. I want you to imagine that you can look through your forehead. And if you look past through your forehead, I want you to imagine that you can see where the wall and ceiling meets. And as you focus on that spot, I want you to do it and focusing all your energy on that spot. And as you do so, you'll notice your eye muscles even more. They become more in the forefront of your thought. And I want you to just focus on those eye muscles, and then until you can feel that slight strain in your eyes, because you're imagining that you can look through your forehead, through your eyelids, but your eyes are still closed. The more you feel that strain, the more you focus on that spot. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can release and stop. focusing, allowing your eye muscles to relax, allowing that strain to melt away, and that sweep of relaxation to go through your entire body, starting from your head, moving through your body, all the way to your toes. And we're going to do this one more time, so when you're ready, connecting with your breath again, see if you can imagine that you can look through your eyelids, through the midpoint of your forehead, and look at that spot where the wall and ceiling meets. Imagine it very vividly in your mind. And the more you focus on it, the more you'll notice a slight strain in your eyes. Keep on focusing that energy, focusing on that spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release now. And allow that release of relaxation go right from your head to your toes. Now that's complete physical relaxation. And I would like to show you how you can get that mental relaxation as well as your physical. So I'm going to ask you to start counting. And each time you count backwards from 100, see if you can double that relaxation. And by the time you get to 98, you'll be so relaxed that there won't be any more numbers for you to count. And if it helps, you can imagine and sense that you can see those numbers in your minds starting from 100. And then as you count backwards, each of those numbers are becoming fainter and fainter, as if someone was blurring them out until they're barely visible anymore and they're all gone. So please go ahead and start counting out loud. 100. Double your relaxation and watch those numbers starting to become faded and blurry. 99. Watch those numbers to continue to fade away, barely visible now. 98. Now they're all gone, and make it happen. You can do so. And once they're all gone, disappeared, vanished, please nod your head so that I know. Very good. And just rest there for a moment and enjoy this physical and mental relaxation. And with your eyes still closed and you enjoying this comfort, make sure you're comfortable. And you're about to take a nice, comfortable leisure walk along a path. Just like that path we took earlier towards those beautiful cherry blossom trees. But this path that you're going to embark on will lead you into a lush forest. And it is safe and secure here. This is your forest. And as you walk along this path, your legs can stretch out with every step, loosening all the muscles in your legs. And as you walk along, you're comfortable and you breathe deeply and easily. And every breath calms you more and more. And off in the distance you can hear the sounds of nature, the birds, the trees. And as you walk along the path, you hear the sound of water, perhaps splashing from a nearby stream, or splashing from a nearby pond that the ducks are making. And wherever it is, you soon come to that water You find a comfortable place to stop and just rest as the water continues to ripple, making beautiful sparkling reflections, reflecting the sun, seeing those ripples of water across the water. And you kneel on the grass and look into the pond, and you see a wonderful positive reflection of yourself, and you're smiling and you're happy. You're looking as good as you feel, and you feel wonderful inside and out. You dip your hand into the clear water and you take a nice sip. The water is cool and clean and refreshing. And you look into the pond again and the water becomes still. Everything becomes clear and still now. You can see your needs, your goals, and yourself reaching them in the most positive way. And it makes you feel good. And enjoy that feeling. And in a moment, just like how you are enjoying this moment right now, completely relaxed and at ease, I want you to just imagine the word fear. Just imagine the word F-E-A-R. And what a simple word that came to such an influential place in your past, in your life. An event has played such an influential place in your past, in your life. Fear became something in the past that you tried to take ownership of. In the past, you thought things like, my fear of, I have a fear of, or you know, people that this is my fear of. And in the past, you tried and were pretty successful at making your fear, whatever fear it was, you know this is true. But today we are going to let go of that attempted ownership because it has never done you any good. You know this is true. Embodying that fear makes it worse. So the way that you overcome this old fear of the past is really look at the word fear. And as you look at the word, you simply allow your mind to associate the fear that you tried to take ownership of in the past. That fear that caused you difficulty in the past is now going to be connected in your mind to the word fear, just for the remainder of this session. So relaxing deeper and further and more completely now with each and every breath that you take, you imagine everything very easily and naturally, and imagine very easily the letters of the word fear, F-E-A-R, as if they were written on a blackboard or a sheet of paper, or even in the sky before you. And as you imagine the word fear, you realize that in the past you imagined this word with a little word in front of it. That little word was my, M-Y. You didn't even realize. You tried to attach that little word in front of it, but somewhere along the line in your mind you tried to do that. You tried to put that little word M-Y, my, in front of the word fear. Now take a nice, long, deep, comfortable breath And just imagine that little word becoming even smaller and smaller as it changes in your mind's eye from my to an even smaller word. And just let it happen. In your mind, you now imagine that the words in front of you now have become a fear, because you no longer choose to try and own such negative and detrimental thing. And it is so just simply by allowing yourself to imagine and think of the word or words fear. And as you focus on this, imagine in your mind of a fear, you realize that it could now be anyone's or no one's at all. It is just a fear. You no longer take ownership of it, and it feels good to be free of it. And as each moment carries you comfortably further and further into this relaxation, sinking deeper in, and you allow your mind to imagine the words beginning to change again. You're not sure what is happening to change them at first, and then you realize and let yourself realize the word fear is becoming hazy and blurry, or in actuality it is just the letter E. You realize now that the letter E is the fifth letter of an alphabet, and as you do so, you can hear yourself humming the alphabet song to yourself. And so now, as you're humming and hearing that tune in your ear, we're going to count down from the fifth place as if we were to count and say the alphabets backwards, beginning from the letter E, becoming hazier and hazier, and it fades away completely away into nothingness as we count down from E, from that fifth spot, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, completely gone now. And as your mind effortlessly adjusts in this heightened state of awareness, it moves and shifts with positive purpose to create a new and improved meaning for you. You find yourself looking at the letters in your mind: A, F, A, R. As you say it to yourself, afar. In this highly focused state of mind, you now understand on every level of awareness that the old fear you have now released never was yours to own. And because of this new understanding, it has changed, shifted, moved. It is now in your mind far, far away. You may even notice it from afar as it continues to move further and further away with each and every breath that you take, until in a very short time it simply disappears from sight. Now to be seen, there's nothing there, never to be seen now or accepted by you again. And you have chosen to improve, and so you have chosen to feel free of it. Free yourself and put that old challenge far, far away from you. And you have done so. You are in control of your own well-being, and you see now that this is a new day, free of fear. Tomorrow is a new day, free of fear, and each day is a new day, free of old, useless fears you have released for you, because you are now in control, and it feels good. Feeling that new freedom, free, and lightness, and that confidence building, and that control, and it feels good. listen to these recordings and you hear the sound of my voice or the music and the words calm and deeper, you will naturally and quickly go into that hypnotic state while allowing yourself to be completely alert subconsciously to allow you to do the work you need to do. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 up to 5. And when I get to 5, you will return to awareness once again. So 1, slowly and calmly now, easily, you're beginning to return to full awareness. 2, your physical body feels very refreshed and calm. 3, physically, mentally, and emotionally, all connected and spiritually connected as one now. Your eyes beginning to feel sparkling clear on 4, feeling that calm, rested, refreshed, full of energy state. And 5, take a nice, long, deep breath, fully aware of everything around you. You may slowly begin to stretch and move your body, more aware of your surrounding, and on another deep breath in, whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes. Welcome back. How do you feel? Yes, isn't it interesting how earlier we thought that, oh, I've moved past through all my fears, or I don't really have fears, and then we didn't realize that just the fear in general, even though we've learned tools to cope and push past those things, we still had an ownership over it. So now that we have made that dissociation, and if you practice this, so the more you listen to this video, the more effective it'll be. Because any changes, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, it does take time. Just like exercise, you don't see those toned muscles appearing right away. Those muscle memories doesn't form. It does take a while. And studies have shown, and I do this a lot with my clients as well, when I work with them, I do say that to see that transformation, that full transformation to start take root, takes at least 63 days. So practice this. You don't have to practice it daily, but just do it weekly or a few days within the week for at least 9 to 10 weeks. Then you'll start noticing the difference. It doesn't have to be this one particular video. It can be other ones, because sometimes whatever we're going through physically, emotionally, and mentally is not just based on one thing. And whatever you learned from this, please internalize it, learn from it, and that's how we grow and be better. And if you like sessions with me or more information about me, I do virtual online sessions. You can visit me here. Please follow me on Instagram here as well. And if you do subscribe, I do appreciate it. That will support the work I'm doing here as well. So don't forget to subscribe. And do leave me comments, or if you have questions, please post it. And until next time, please do take care and be well.